and welcome to another episode of I'd Swipe Right to That. I am just one of your hosts, Ian Castro,
And I'm Grant Smith.
and today's episode is going to be about social media apps. Now, we kind of broadened social media apps to not only be Instagram, Facebook, or Meta, whatever you want to call it, Zuckerberg, but anything where you can interact with other people. So we got some surprises on this list. But before we get into that, Grant, how are you doing today? And what's something you'd swipe left on this week?
I actually have a good one for that one.
Oh,
I'm swiping left on Carnegie Mellon University.
Carnegie Mellon, like the
University.
like the fruit.
Yes.
Is that
And the
their last name?
university. What? No. But well yeah, I guess technically it is Carnegie Mellon.
It's like it sounds like 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 how there's like Bogan or Muns and Muns or whatever, like last names.
Yeah.
Is it Carnegie Mellon, like first name last name, or is it
Yeah.
like
First name last.
oh, is it okay, cool.
Yeah.
So why them?
Well, it's not them in particular, it's the girls from Carnegie Mellon University.
Oh no.
Because with them, especially the ones on Tinder, which we'll get into shortly, this might have been a better segue for later, but very interesting how some of them are very busy this summer, but they want to meet, but then don't want to meet. I'm in a weird stage right now where these girls from Carnegie Mellon University are giving me the runaround. So I'm swiping left on that university. I don't know what they're doing or if they have a class on how to mess with boys from Florida, but easy swipe left on me. This is also the girl that I needed like the pickup line help with earlier this weekend, if you remember.
I do indeed remember that. This was the girl that asked you for an original pickup line, correct?
Yes, one that she hasn't heard before. So
What did you end up saying? Because I don't think we gave you a substantial answer there.
I said I'd take you to a museum, but I'm not allowed to touch the masterpieces. So something kind of sweet like that, a little smooth, a little she like that. She gave me a good one. Let me pull this one up real quick.
All right. Well, Grant's pulling that up. We're brought to you by Carnegie Mellon. That's unfortunate timing for our sponsors right now. I didn't really want to let you know, but they were sponsoring this episode. I think they pulled out.
Shit.
So.
Her line was, I just moved into a new place, so I've been stealing a lot of silverware from restaurants. My collection is almost complete. I'm just missing a big spoon. Do you think you could help me out?
Oh man, have you ever heard that one? Because I've
That's
not
a
heard
new,
that one
that was a
before.
good one.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But she got me invested. Now she doesn't because she's playing some shenanigans. So that's why I'm swiping left on that. But enough about me. Ian, what's something again? Let's take it on a positive spin. What are you swiping right on this week?
Hell yeah. And like we like to keep things out in the open and behind the scenes. The reason I said left on Grant is we talked before the show. He said he wasn't having the best of weeks. So I thought, we'd start off by him letting it out a little bit because letting it out is a positive thing.
Yeah.
Alternatively, when he asked me about mine before the show, I had a pretty good week. I I'm swiping right on The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Not The Weeknd tomorrow because we're recording this on Friday. I'm talking about the recording artist, Grammy award winning The Weeknd.
The one in the Super Bowl?
The one in the Super Bowl. And guess what? I saw him in concert last night where he did the Super Bowl.
Shit.
And I wish I wasn't the designated driver and I didn't have to work at 7 a.m. the next day. But I probably could have taken a shot and gotten wasted for every single time he said Tampa. Dude, he loved Tampa, man. Like
Really?
oh man, he got a little emotional saying, I wouldn't be where I am. I wouldn't have be as successful if it wasn't for the Super Bowl and the city of Tampa for having me
Mm.
for the Super Bowl. So, dude, he was so humble. He brought the energy. Whoever went to the concert or seen clips online, he basically had like a mini city as his backdrop. Like
Really?
I'll send you some pictures later, man. Yeah, he had a city as his backdrop. Like it was an actual set.
What?
Yeah, man, it was great.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll swipe right on that.
What were some
Uh,
of the cities? I'm just curious. Like
no, it's like a generic city, but like different like landscapes of it. Like at one point, during I forgot what song it was, but the city like caught on fire. Like the buildings were on fire. That was really cool.
California?
Um, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. Honestly, uh, there was like thunderstorms because he had like the weather in the background of the city. He had a full moon like right in front of the stage.
I think I saw that on TikTok. Yeah.
Yes. And I'm really glad we got the seats that we did because anyone sitting in front of that moon, I feel really bad for you. And a lot of people reviewed like, yeah, I had great seats of the stage until he blew up the moon. Like it was like an inflatable, and the first three songs didn't have the moon. And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden the moon like inflates and blows up to, its full size. Those people can't see the stage anymore. That's
No.
a little poor set design there, but otherwise pretty great show, man.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess speaking of TikTok, that might lead us to one of our first ones on the list. Going out maybe a little out of order,
Do it. Do
but
it.
the social media apps, Ian. What are your thoughts on TikTok?
Oh man, love hate
Yeah.
relationship. Still not fully invested in it just because I have like bits and like I have moments with TikTok. Like I post on there sometimes. Like I post like two or three videos within a week, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be a TikToker now. And then I just drop the ball, and I'm like, nah, never mind. And I don't go on there for content at all. Like I go on there for maybe like 5, 10 minutes every other day, but it is not an app that I am the biggest fan of. But you are, right?
Dude, I am on it way too much. Like it is now my new YouTube. Like I grew up as a YouTube kid. So like I'd be watching like Smosh, like Smosh is like the biggest one. I'm trying to think of other like channels that were really popular back in the day. I was watching like YouTube like crazy. Now that's become my new thing with TikTok where I'm on it constantly. I'm not a creator on there, so like I don't like I try to create content. I kind of gave up pretty early after I didn't like get the engagement I was looking for because it's just hard to appeal to the algorithms. But dude, it's so entertaining. It's also really freaking stupid. I will admit that as well.
Oh yeah.
Like it is still an app for babies because dude, I will be watching like clips of regular show on like the top half of like my screen, and on the
Hmm.
bottom half it'll just be clips of like Subway Surfers or people doing like Minecraft like speed runs, like jumping around for parkour. And I'm like I'm getting like double levels of dopamine watching this. It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
ah,
Yeah. I don't. You could sit here talking all day about algorithms with TikTok, and no one would be able to understand it. Like it's crazy. Um, yeah, I wasn't a YouTube kid. So I didn't really jump ship to, the next big thing that is TikTok. It still kind of trips me up. TikTok is one of the sponsors of the Yankees for sure. I'm not sure about all of MLB. But I was watching the Yankee game the other day, when they were going against the Mariners, and like they're like the Yankee starting lineup brought to you by TikTok, and I'm like, what? It's gotten to that level, so that's pretty crazy to me.
I follow MLB on TikTok. They got some funny ones on there.
Yeah, so it could be all of MLB. I only watch Yankee games, so it could be to where they're sponsoring every single team. But yeah, I just thought it was kind of funny that they sponsored the Yankees in the starting lineup that day.
Huh.
Um,
I already
it's
got an
still,
idea.
sorry.
Sorry, no, no. I was thinking, what were your thoughts on Vine back in the day? Because that was another social media app that's not even on the list here, but
Yeah, never got into it. Like
really,
when I mean never, I mean like I don't even. It wasn't an app.
it was an app.
No, never had it.
Really?
Yeah, if I needed to get like Vine content, I would go on Instagram or Vine YouTube compilations. But again, wasn't a YouTube guy, so never got into my Vine at all, and I guess I can't now.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Man. No, I started like I tried to create Vine content. I think I got like 30 likes is like my
Oh,
most thing. And that was like the beginning of like freshman year of high school. So
hell yeah.
how old it
Nice.
was.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
But no, I'm gonna swipe right on TikTok just because again, like it's giving me too much dopamine. I'm spending like probably an hour or two on it a day without even
Wow.
realizing. Like it's insane.
I'm gonna swipe up
Oh,
on
you're super
TikTok.
liking it.
Yeah. No, oh yeah, I guess so in terms of like the dating apps, but you know how you swipe up on TikTok so like to go to the next video?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I was just yeah. But no, you are correct. Yeah, I'll swipe right as well. I mean, I'm on there. IJ Castro 99. Uh
oh.
but yeah, you know, probably in the next couple of weeks I'll post like 2 or 3 more TikToks and be like, I'm gonna be on this and not do it ever again. So
Feel like we
oh
got it. Oh yeah.
sorry, I completely forgot. Yeah, I don't understand TikTok because the first TikTok that I ever posted, you know, was I did an edit of Childish Gambino to This Is America when he was still on the show Community. So before he was Childish Gambino, basically. And that got like 30K and like 2,000 likes. And then every other thing that I've created since then has gotten like 15 likes and 200 views. So I really don't understand anything. And if you heard that, my dog is eating peanut butter behind me.
What are her thoughts on TikTok?
Probably doesn't like it.
Oh,
Uh, just because she can't do this the whole swipe up thing.
oh
Like
yeah, she'll
she doesn't
probably
have
break.
the like the thumbs. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of
she's a
sad.
dog.
Yeah, she is a dog. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's keep going up. I like this reverse order that we're going in. So, Snapchat,
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. Ian, did your parents ever have like a conversation with you about like internet security or like sending photos? Like because I remember when I was first going on Snapchat, that's when the buzz started going around about oh my God, people are sending nudes on Snapchat because it disappears in 10 seconds. Like, did your parents ever have a conversation like that?
Well, yeah, they did. They did. It wasn't more of a like it wasn't like a stern talk or anything like that. I just remember when I created a Facebook, you know, you had to be 18 plus to create a Facebook, I believe.
Yeah.
I created one when I was 15 because you know everyone had one. And my dad was just like, "Oh, you're gonna be on Facebook." So you know, he was just like, "Be careful, all that." I already had Instagram and Snapchat at that time, but he was worried about Facebook out of all things. So he kind of had that little talk there to be just like, "Be careful." But you know, other than that, no. I have been hacked. My
Oh
nudes have
yeah.
been leaked all over the internet. So I guess that talk didn't really register with me.
Damn.
But also follow my my nude leak, IJ Castro 99.
Oh, man, with that, it was. I'm trying to remember back in the day. I had that type of conversation with my sister when she like wanted to do Snapchat, just because me being the overprotective brother, I also had that same talking to. So I was like, maybe my sister needs this as well. And then my mom pulled like a 180 on me a year later. She was like, "Oh yeah, no, it's totally fine. Like you're not posting anything bad." But no, never had my nudes leaked on Snapchat. I can thankfully say that. Trying to think what else is Snap. They've done like a bunch of fun stuff. I remember like the geo filters were really cool back in the day when those were first a thing.
Yeah, yeah, that was kind of uh lack of a better term revolutionary. Just because I don't know who else was doing it at the time. You know, we had like a limited scope of what apps we were on. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. Uh, it took me a while. It's another I maybe I'm an old soul and I'm
Mhm.
just too I'm too slow to change because my friend she basically forced me to get a Snapchat, and it was just because she wanted to like send me like pictures of her dog every single day, and that's how she wanted to like actually communicate with me by like texting. I'm
Mm,
like, this is stupid. I if I accidentally click on your message, I immediately have to respond to you, or I'm gonna forget what you said.
mm,
It shows you when I read it, stuff like that. So the first year that I had Snapchat, I didn't really have it just because I didn't use it.
mm.
But now I text my mom and dad exclusively on Snapchat, basically, just because they don't have iPhones, they have Androids. Um, and I exclusively text you on there too. So it's gone full circle. I check my Snapchat memories every single day.
Oh, it's so much fun.
It is. It really is. Like it's really cool to see that I'm getting Snapchat memories now from 6 years ago.
Mm.
You know, so that's a plus for that app for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember we're well no, we're actually on like we're around 1500 on our streak now too. That's the other thing with Snapchat. You have streaks as well that you also
Yes.
have to try to like keep track of and keep on top of.
Yeah.
You're my highest at around like 1505, 6.
Oh, you were super close. 1513.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're my second highest.
Who's number one, Rahana or
Rahana's my number one. We're at 1917.
damn.
We would be at since we started dating or a little before, but I think I broke it like one or two times before that, but I haven't broken it in almost like we're gonna have we're gonna hit 2000 soon, so that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
The other thing
but
that's cool with it is like you can always recover your Snapchat streaks as well if you just like put in one of those customer service forms as well, which is nice.
actually, it's a one-time courtesy, but they've done it for me like 15 times, man. Like no joke. I'm not even talking about like 15 times with Rahana. I'm
Mm.
talking about like I've broken it with my mom on accident or you. Who else do I have a streak with? I have a streak with my sister, 460 days. Sujena, I have 855. So yeah, like you can. That's such a like one-time courtesy. No, you're gonna do it each time because you have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna swipe right and it'll disappear after 24 hours.
Same here, same here. I'm gonna swipe right on that.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take a screenshot and then I'm gonna post the nudes.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Speaking of nudes, Reddit
Reddit.
is a
Oh,
Reddit is a
okay. Okay, we're
Reddit
getting into that topic.
Reddit is a wasteland.
Yeah.
I am not a fan. You can't go on Reddit unless you have some filters on your settings. Without some seeing some shit, man. Like, god damn it. Like, yeah, Reddit, you gotta be careful with Reddit.
Be careful. I remember what was it? I saw one tweet where it was like just discovered my boyfriend's Reddit history, gonna go bleach my eyes or something like that. Cause like as soon as you know like what someone else's username, like you can see what other communities they're into. And like if you're into like the same thing like that. So I mean I'm not saying like that, but you can see like publicly, like if they have their settings as like very public, you can see what things they're doing. Um and that's led to some interesting scenarios.
Why would you want to do that?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's it's disgusting. To have that public.
I mean,
But
it's cool.
yeah, huh?
I was gonna say like it's sometimes it's cool for like the gaming side because I've had
Yes,
friends
yeah, that
before like I could see okay we like they're interested in like Stardew Valley or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool.
yeah, not the hobbies are cool,
Yeah.
but the lewd content, not a thing you should keep public. Um, I I don't really. Sorry, I'm looking at my dog right now, just looking at me. Uh, I don't have a lot of experience with Reddit. Don't really use it for much. Back in the day, this is actually fun. I actually used Reddit a lot, but I didn't have the app or anything. I just used the browser, just because there was this Mumford and Sons fan account that had a Reddit, and
Mhm.
they would have links to MP3s that they posted on there for like behind like B-sides of Mumford and Sons songs that you couldn't find on like Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. And I got a lot of my downloads that are still on my computer, by the way, from them. I think they passed away because uh they talked about how they were going to be in the hospital and they said it wasn't looking good. So I feel really bad, but I really appreciate you guys like them helping me with my music for like 3 or 4 years.
Aw.
Yeah, I think they passed away. It's really sad. I didn't mean to bring it down like that.
Yeah. You even got the Mumford and Sons poster in your background.
Yeah, if you want to see, I got Mumford and Sons right here and right here.
Ah.
Yeah, a little bit about my background. I have Mumford and Sons, the Vaccines, Laura Marling, the Monkees, Mike Nesmith, and the Lemon Twigs.
He wasn't kidding about that old soul vibe, folks.
Yeah, honestly. And then I have boxes over here. I'm in the process of packing because I'll be moving to Gainesville soon. I'm in Orlando right now, so slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah. What's your consensus on Reddit?
I'm swiping left, not
Mm,
because of like the whole public thing that we talked about earlier, but I just think it's so dumb that you can't have like audio on videos on Reddit, or at least like any of the videos that I watch, there's no audio like added to them at all. And I'm like, that really limits what I can enjoy with like on a social media app. So it's just like the one griping thing that makes me like just want to swipe left on it. I love the content. I follow a lot of like gaming like Reddit communities like for like Skyrim or like other niche games that I'm into. Um and like I love the content there, but it's just like if I'm watching a video, I want to at least like hear the sound. I don't want to go to the desktop version for that or whatever. It's whack.
yeah, okay. Uh, I didn't realize that. To be honest, that shows how little I like go on there for like that. But I know there's a lot of it's called subreddits
Yep.
and stuff like that. I should probably explore. I bet there's a lot of. Oh, you know what? I go on Reddit for concert information. I do that a lot. Like for the weekend yesterday, we saw him. They gave out these wristbands that like had this like screen on it, and we were like wondering like, what is this gonna do? It looks like it's gonna light up or something. And somebody posted on Reddit like what it does from a show that they went to. So yeah, pretty good info on Reddit sometimes.
You see, for me, like I would have probably found that out like going on like TikTok or something. Like somebody would have created the video and like that would be the way
Yeah,
that I'd somehow find out about it.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, if I didn't say it already, I forgot if I did. I'll swipe left as well. Like it's not my go-to for anything besides little stuff.
True.
Man, do we even need to talk about your opinions on this next one?
Don't know.
Oh, you don't know the list?
Yeah, I need to pull it back up now.
It starts with L, ends in N.
Ooh, the LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I am proud to announce that I have a new position on LinkedIn. Or fuck it. Dude, the posts on LinkedIn, I like it. Like I really liked it back in the day when like it wasn't as like humble braggy as it is now, and I don't want to deter you because we talked about this before. Like you were thinking of like doing a post for your new job and everything. Still do that. Like don't let this deter you. But
Just to go back on that really quick, I am not posting about it. Like I'm not gonna say I accepted the position. I don't think I've ever posted on LinkedIn. I don't know how, to be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna change my title, to be honest.
you could
But
update,
tell me about it, Grant, because I get all these notifications on my phone. All I do is swipe away from them.
dude. So LinkedIn, it's an interesting one. Back in the day, it was a lot like easier to get engagement. Like all you had to do was post like the most simplest shit. You could post a video and you'd get like 30K views. If you posted like a nice story, 10K views. Like the biggest post that I've gotten was at like actually 30K impressions. Like it just blew up. And all it was me talking about like a little research project that I did during one of my internships, like just something small like that, where I just looked at the data. And I think it was because I said, like, sorry for being a data nerd. I feel like that was the line that people resonated with. And that's what they got like people to comment saying, like, oh, you're not a data nerd or things like that. Um, it was just crazy how big you, and still today, too. I have a buddy who uses LinkedIn like it's his Twitter account. And I'm like, dude, do I really need to see you going to like Disney just to show like this man's posting a picture of him and his
Oh my
family at Disney?
gosh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, this is like I don't use LinkedIn to see life updates like this, but dude, it gets 150 likes, it gets 40 comments. It's like engagement is easy on there.
Yeah.
I used to
Yeah.
create a lot of content, but I'll shush for a second. I got some. Those are my negatives. I think of LinkedIn. Sometimes pros, but
Uh, I knew you'd have some hot topics on this, man. Yeah, this is your app again. This is you're on TikTok, you're on LinkedIn. Definitely, your territory here. I'm looking at my LinkedIn notifications right now. I got a Friday wrap up. Don't know what that is. I got a uh, landing your dream job, get hired event going on or some stuff like that. People you may know. My network. I got two people who want to connect with me from Universal that I do not know, and I will probably never click. And
that's the thing with
then,
LinkedIn too. They give you too much notification sometimes.
yeah,
Like I'll be on my app, like I'll be on my phone for like 5 minutes. I open up LinkedIn because I see it has like a little notification button on it. I like just see the notifications. I close the app. 10 minutes later, I get another like five notifications. And I'm like, nobody's messaging me. It's all just it's updates. It's the
it's
the
yeah,
the weekly wrap ups, like you said.
yeah. I don't. I really want to turn off notifications just to give you a little bit about how my phone works. For some reason, I have LinkedIn, Yahoo Mail, and Gmail in the same folder.
Mm.
I need to take LinkedIn out of that just because I look at my mail folder, because that's what I titled it, and I have like 60 notifications. Maybe 20 of those are emails, but if I don't go on LinkedIn for a couple days, all that's going to be LinkedIn. Yeah, so I'll make a point of doing that after the show. Like get it out of the folder. Maybe I'll put LinkedIn in utilities. Something, man, because yeah, too many notifications for that. But I feel like once I turn them off, I will be getting my dream job and my weekly wrap, whatever.
You'll get 50 likes and comments just from having the update. Because that's the other thing too, Ian. I mean, you can turn this off as well. Like you can, if you do update your headline or if you do add it to your experience, like it will automatically give the option to notify members in your LinkedIn connections that you started a new job. So it's going to post for you regardless, even if you don't want to make a post.
Oh,
You
really?
could turn
Oh
it
man.
off if you want
Yeah.
to, but that's a way to let people know though, like Ian just accepted a new job at ABC, like that. Like I would get that message and then I could like comment or message it to you, so it kind of takes the hassle out of it. um
Yeah.
but no, I still enjoy LinkedIn. It's just a lot of reading you have to do.
Oh my gosh.
It's so much. Everybody posts like paragraph stories. I'm saying a lot of negatives, but like again, I'm on it a lot too. A part of it is I'm a lot on it for work, but
Mm.
every now and then there's just a random post where like I'll send to a friend and I'm like, look at this clown, like with just their story because it's so like outlandish.
Yeah. That yeah, that is funny. I'm I'm still gonna swipe right on it
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, it literally did lead me to the job that I may be announcing on episode 8.
Okay.
I I want to take a couple more weeks to like integrate to it, but yeah, it really I applied for this job on LinkedIn, so well, no matter how much we shit on it, I'll swipe right. It got the job done.
Same here for me. It got me the job that I'm at today. I found it randomly on LinkedIn too. So I'll stop being a Debbie Downer. I'll swipe right on it.
There we go. I want to jump really
Yeah.
quick because we
Sure.
talked about LinkedIn and how it automatically posts for you, which I did not know.
Yep.
I do know that Facebook does that for you. If you do your cover photo or your profile picture, it'll automatically post it to like your timeline,
Yep.
which I'm not a fan of because I want to. What if I just want to discreetly change without having to make a big what do about it?
Mm.
And I know you can change the setting on that as well to where it says like don't post on my timeline. But apparently people can still view it because I changed my profile picture and cover photo the other day, and I got
I
like
saw it. Yeah.
yeah, I got a couple of likes, and I'm like, why? I just wanted to do this at 2 a.m. without anybody noticing. So
You know what I see? I see a lot of like older people, like not older, but yeah, of that
not our
generation.
generation.
not our generation, where they changed like their profile picture so much it is like it is like they do treat it almost as if it is like its own like post or its own status update. Um, which I can kind of see is kind of
Yeah.
cool. Like, oh, okay, this is what they're like supporting now. Sometimes like people do the photos of their babies or like I don't know, they'll do like a photo of like a DC character or something like that because that's what they're into at the time. So I can kind of get behind it, but yeah, Facebook, interesting
Meta.
platform. So we talked about it before. Like you had to be like 18 in order to set that up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you had to, was it 18 or 16, something like that. I just remember that my birthday on Facebook is not accurate. It says I was born in 1998 as opposed to 1999.
Mhm.
So, and it says I can't change it. I know you can change it however many times. I think I made the mistake of changing it like every single year just so it can be closer and closer to 99 when I finally got there. And then it said, stop changing it. You're not allowed to anymore.
Know why
So
they
I'm
do that?
why?
Because with their platforms, they are so big on advertising data. Like they really want to collect your data that bad to where if you start changing your birthday so often, it starts to cause discrepancies because as the advertiser, you're trying to like
Oh,
select the
yeah.
age range of when you're trying to target. Are you trying to target 25 to 34
Oh,
year olds, 16
oh.
to 20-year olds, like things like that. So that 1 year off affects it throws off their whole system for advertising. That's what it all goes back to at the end. Folks, you think you're on social media to look at products? No, you are the product at the end of the day
Yeah.
with these social media apps. So
Fucking honestly, man. And you enlightened me on this a little bit. Facebook is like that main contender with like so many privacy hacks. There's a lot of security issues. I know that they work directly with like the big boys like Google, to where you showed me that one time. I don't know if you remember at your apartment where you showed me like how to turn off
oh
certain
yeah.
like how to turn off certain ads from showing.
Mhm.
Um, man, oh man, is it? We are the product for sure. Um, I like going on Facebook for this is another Mumford and Sons related thing, but Mumford and Sons a couple years ago started this fan club on there called Agora.
Mhm.
Agora is like the Greek word for community and like fellowship and all that.
No way. A quick interjection there.
Yeah.
So the social media platform that I use for work, it's called Agora Pulse.
Oh,
So I was thinking like, oh, what does Agora mean? Like, what is that? So that clicked now. That's cool.
yeah, yeah. Agora, yeah, community. So I go on there a lot for my Mumford and Sons news.
Mhm.
Um, lot going on in Mumford and Sons land. If I'm being honest with you, Marcus Mumford going solo. But yeah, that's the main reason I use it. I scroll
Mhm.
maybe 3 or 4 posts maybe in a day. Other than that, I'm not on there.
No. You know what it is good for? It is good for keeping in touch with people from high school, or at least like,
Oh my gosh. The farther we get from high school and like school in general, even college, like you are correct. Like if you don't have if your friend doesn't have any other social media, they probably have a Facebook though.
and they're probably posting actively still to it
Yeah,
somehow,
yeah,
or at least that's for
exactly.
me. Like, it's all the people that I knew from high school. They're a lot more active on Facebook than they are on like other ones for some weird reason. I mean,
Yeah,
even
why
today,
why do you think that is?
I feel like it's a lot of people who tend to stay in their hometown, and no disrespect to people who are like staying in their hometown and anything like that, but it's like I feel like a lot of people who are on Facebook that are in their hometowns, they like to still be part of that community, and that's how people are relating more to each other on there. Um, but no, I go there and like that's how I we find out about different people getting engaged out of nowhere.
Different relationships.
Yeah.
I so I get it. I get it. You are right though. I see a lot of those posts. Um, but it's always even as the boomers get older.
Mm.
Our parents will soon become the boomers and Facebook will still be running. So um yeah, it's not going anywhere, but I'm still gonna swipe left on it.
I'm gonna swipe left on it too, but another reason for that is because they got rid of their whole integration with games, bro. I never liked Farmville, but back in the day, Farmville was like the shit for people. Like that's what they would go on Facebook for. They had other games like I remember playing Hemp Tycoon on Facebook where you got to start your own weed business because weed was so cool in 2013 because that was
It
the
was so cool because no one was doing it, and if you did, you were a dropout.
exactly. But no, they got rid of like a ton of their games, or even if they are on there, like they're all lame or they like came off to become their own separate thing, like Candy Crush did. That's its own thing now. Um, Facebook, bring back the games, and you'll bring me back.
Yeah,
Swiping left.
damn. Yeah, I'm swiping left because I am not turning 24 this year. I'm turning 23. As a contrary to what Facebook is telling people. Yeah, swipe left. Man, uh, I just want to confirm
Yeah.
Instagram and Facebook are now they're partners, right? As
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yep, yep. They're
Okay,
one and the
okay.
same. Like Instagram is part of Meta. Instagram has had like a bunch of issues now lately with advertiser. Well, not just advertiser, it's just users. All the user again, like this is what I'm saying with people being the product. Like all the users are giving like feedback to Instagram, like, hey, we just want to see like updates and like photos of our friends and families, like we want to see pictures of that. But no, Instagram is really pushing reels because TikTok's doing it,
Ugh,
you
yeah,
know. And I mean,
not a fan.
no, so they're like pushing reels heavy. So that way, if you're like a content creator, or if you're just somebody who's creating content in general, like you are going to perform bad because you are not creating reels right now. And that's what's like, well, BS. People don't want to like adapt and create videos, even though that's the stuff that they're engaging with on TikTok. Um, so there's a bunch of drama. Even the head of like Instagram has like made comments. People are fighting back with him. Um, so this was a good timing for a podcast episode because a lot's happening in the social media community.
Man, I don't know this. That's
It's great.
crazy. You're on those, Grant, you're you're my guy for a lot of information because you're gonna go on Reddit, you're gonna go on TikTok, you're gonna go on Instagram and Facebook and tell me what's happening because I would have not have known that. I know it's a problem.
Mm,
I know firsthand that I'm being force fed stuff I don't want to like see and like you know engage with.
mm.
Um, do I still like Instagram as like my main platform for news and also posting and going on stories, all that? Yes,
Yeah,
but we could still complain about it because we are Americans.
exactly.
Yeah. Um,
I might not
no,
like what I
yeah.
might not like what you say, but I'll do whatever I can to protect your right to say it or whatever they say.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh my. Oh man. Yeah, I Instagram like was my first like social media app
Yeah.
where I'd like delved in and it's still like that for me. I know it got a lot of flack. I think it still does. Like, oh, it's just pictures. No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. Like so much like that's where I get my news.
Mm.
Like that's I follow the Yankees on Instagram. That's how I know my mom is, still alive. No. Um, but no, like I love Instagram. It keeps me. It's like my Facebook. If I were like the older generation, like that's how I know the dirt on people still.
That's what I feel like it's going to be for us getting
Hmm.
older. Like when we're in our 40s, like people are going to be like, "Oh, you're not using Be Real because that's now the new fucking
Oh God, that's real, right?
yeah, or Be Real or like
Yeah,
it's
no, like no, that's a real thing.
yeah,
I saw someone use that yesterday at the Weekend concert, and I'm like,
really,
what the fuck?
dude. I That's the Gen Z thing. Like for us, we're not gonna get it. We're not gonna be on it. We're gonna be the boomers posting on Instagram now. It's gonna be
Oh
weird.
God, yeah, I I'm ready to embrace it though, because I
Yeah.
feel like, come on, like I I know like our parents were probably like, it's Facebook, fuck Instagram. But no. it's called Be Real, like the letter B or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's one
That's
word together.
fucking stupid.
Mm.
Like, explain to our guests or our viewers, like, sorry, my dog just sneezed. Explain to my guests, fuck, explain to our guests like what exactly you have to do on there, because Rahana explained it to me yesterday and I just don't understand it.
You think I know?
I thought you would know, man.
No, I see them. I tried. I've watched TikToks like trying to understand it, and I still
Yeah.
don't get it. So Rahan is already ahead of me. Like I don't.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I can't explain that. Sorry, somebody's home. She yeah, me trying to record episodes with Eileen out of the cage just because I don't want her to hurt herself. Uh, Another behind the scenes, my dog has managed to figure out how to escape the cage, and she is hurting herself in the process by like unlocking the bottom of the cage and then crawling out. No matter how long she's in there. So she has a little some scratches on her face, and I just don't want it to escalate. So I'm keeping her out of the cage at all times now, until I get a new cage, I guess. And yeah, that's why you keep hearing barking or licking in the background. Which, have you been able to hear licking in the background at all?
Not licking, but a bark every now and then.
I would bark every now. Good, because she has been licking her bone while she was in here, so I wasn't sure if that was prominent at all.
Uh,
We got off topic.
uh, Eileen's trying to escape from the metaverse or into the metaverse is
Yeah,
what's happening.
I told her to get off Be Real, and she says, "You're not my dad." Um, I really, yeah. How about we go into the rest of the episode, and by next episode, we will explain what we have discovered, because I don't even want to discuss like what I saw yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm swiping right on
Oh yeah.
Instagram.
I'm swiping right. I made a freaking Facebook post back in the day announcing that I made an Instagram so that way people would follow me. Like
That is awesome.
that's how like big Instagram was to me as a kid. So
Nice.
I still love it. Yeah.
Man, you know what? You For the longest fucking time, man, my Facebook. No, okay, I changed it. My Facebook bio
Mm.
was I'm much more active on Instagram. Follow me at
Really?
yes. I know I've been making this joke throughout the episode, but but legit, my Facebook bio was I'm much more active on Instagram. Follow me at IGCastro99. Oh man. Yeah, funny
That's
times.
wild.
But yeah, I like Instagram. I'll probably post more about the weekend later. Um, so swipe right.
Right.
I got really late onto Twitter. Like,
No.
I'm normally late. Like 2018, 19 is when I finally joined Twitter.
Mhm.
So
Really?
yeah, man. I started I went on Twitter again. I seriously, like, every single time that I go on like I finally do something with an app like Reddit or Instagram or Facebook, it's always for a musical artist. So I went on Twitter because the vaccines, they said that if you follow them on Twitter and did the step-by-step thing, that they would send you like exclusive content for this EP that they're not going to be releasing anywhere else. And I got it. So yeah, I know I went on a deep rabbit hole there, but yeah.
Oh, Twitter is interesting. I like it. I joined late to the game too, I feel like I downloaded it like late high school
Oh,
era. No. Yeah. I started it was around junior year when I started like doing stuff on Twitter because that's when I was dating Adriana back in the day. So like yeah, so that's how far back in the rabbit hole we're going when it comes to Twitter when I was getting involved there. But I never used it like that actively. I would try to create tweets, but it was only like five people would like it. It was only like the five
oh
people in
man,
your friend group. You got
that's
your
what Twitter
mom.
is though, man.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how active you are on Twitter, it does not matter. You're only going to get that. Do you still have some tweets on there?
Oh yeah, I still do.
All right, I'm gonna expose one of my tweets and I'll expose one of yours.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. I'm gonna go far, far back. All right, let's see. Let's see what Grant posted. YouTube YouTube. Oh wait, no, this was only from a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go farther back.
Oh boy.
Um, okay. Grant tweeted out like he replied to something. Cool math games. Who's feeling lucky today? Fireboy, Water Girl. You were talking about some cool math game there. So explain that.
I don't know what the tweet is that you're talking about, but I probably do. What I like to do sometimes is just like reply to the brand accounts. And I know for the people who are watching this, Ian's away right now, so I'm just talking to myself. But no, I like replying to brand accounts sometimes because it's just sometimes they'll like what you post. Like I posted a picture during what was it? It was for my picture of my two dogs, like Cosmo and Petunia. It was to Animal Planet and like who's celebrating the puppy bowl. And I posted a picture of that. It
Nice.
got like 50 likes, like 9 retweets. Like it actually got some engagement. So sometimes just interacting with those brand accounts works out pretty well.
Honestly, man, and I see that now on your Twitter. You got some engagement. And I know that the puppy bowl is like a annual thing with you and your family. That's cute.
Yeah.
I
No, we
love that.
love it. So yeah.
Um, for hire, someone to stand in the corner of my rooms and turn off lights when I forget to turn them off just after getting into bed. Highly experienced, flexible pay.
Is that your tweet?
Yeah, I tweeted
Like
that.
that.
I tweeted I tweeted that 2 years ago. I I remember you know who reached out?
Oh,
Stephanie Colton.
no way.
Yeah. She reached out and she's like, like I want this job. I was like, okay. It's funny.
So like how much are you paying her now? Like did you get like a pay raise or
Oh, I had to let her go. It was like
oh
we had
COVID?
folded as a company, COVID, yeah. Like it was really bad. Actually, boss got boss got some DUI charges. It was crazy.
Oh, Twitter's an interesting one. I go to there for a lot of my news. Sometimes I just find like the most whack tweets on there. Like
Yeah,
you you're
honestly,
talk
man.
you're talking about Reddit being like a landscape of like crazy shit that you got to watch
Oh,
out for.
I
Like
believe it.
you Rodolfo taught me this saying, never be horny on main, which means like if you're gonna like NSFW stuff on Twitter, like do it on a separate account or something like that.
Man, I bet. Like I'm going on my Twitter right now.
I'm going
Um
through his like history, folks, and he's liking some pretty NSFW stuff. No, I'm kidding.
honestly, man. Yeah. Twitter, I definitely. Oh, you see, I've been to Bucky's once. Or no, I not once, sorry. I've been to Bucky's like 3 or 4 times. I
Mhm.
have Bucky tweets on there because I probably looked it up once or twice.
Really?
That's the I we're the product for social media. But yeah, like I've definitely heard Reddit and Twitter. Those are like the wastelands of social media. Like they don't have like they probably have one guy for the entire company who goes into the office and like handles complaints and NSFW stuff. Like whereas if you post that on Instagram or Facebook or anything, they'll get that shit quick.
Yep.
That thing is gone. But Twitter and Reddit, they'll get to it in a couple years. And it'll still be there. Like they don't give a fuck what's posted on there.
No, by then somebody's created already a separate account, and then they'll
Yeah,
make
no, exactly. Yeah, it's a wasteland for sure. There's no better way to describe it. But guess what?
what?
I'm still gonna swipe right on it.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's still funny. Like I don't like to make tweets that often just because again, like I know it's only gonna be 5 people who like it,
Yeah.
but just the content on there, like there's some funny ass tweets on Twitter, so I like it. You swipe right on that for me too.
Hell yeah. Well, let's combine these last two.
Yeah.
Kick and WhatsApp.
Yeah, those I never got into WhatsApp.
Me neither, because when you put this on the list, I was like, I don't know what to say about it. I downloaded the app with the full intent of using it while Rahana was on some trip.
Mm.
Um, man, it was when we first started dating in like 2016. So she was going on some trip and she's like, let's use WhatsApp because I was an Android user at the time.
Ah,
And I downloaded it, but then she realized that Kick still worked because we were using Kick at the time. So we just stayed on Kick. Uh, I remember getting bullied when I in 2018 for still using Kick.
really?
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone was off Kick at that point, but since I
Yeah.
was the only one without a iPhone,
Mhm.
like I had to use alternative phones or alternative apps to text because nobody liked to text me because of the green bubble. So
Poor.
I I love that. I love those memes now. Like
I
it
remember, I remember on my Snapchat memories one day, it was I just got like a sticker from a banana or an apple that said like 3.99. I put it on your phone and I'm like, look at this kid with his 3.99 Android.
man, honestly though, man, like yeah, I don't once you go iPhone, you really can't go
Oh,
back. Like holy shit.
yeah.
Uh but I know exactly what you're talking about. I had like a stereo case, like it looked like a speaker, and I just remember you putting that like yellow sticker with the red text. It said 3.99. And it's so true, man. But yeah, I would use Kick for messaging my girlfriend,
Mhm.
and uh I got chastised at Chick-fil-A when I worked there for it. Like, what the fuck, man? Uh, what I don't like about Kick in retrospect is that every like 100 messages they would start deleting, which you can't go
Really?
back and yeah, man. Like, if you ever try to go to a Kick conversation, you scroll up. It's like I don't know if it's exactly 100, but it's
Mhm.
like 100 around that to where they just go away, they disappear.
Oh, that's whack.
Yeah.
I didn't know about I noticed like I tried to like download like Kick maybe a year or two ago just to like go back in those nostalgia those old days, see some of those old conversations. Majority of them are gone now. Like it's just some of the chats are still there and I can kind of remember like, oh, this is when we had what was it? Some people made like a salt chat or something because they were mad at us in high school because we weren't including them in the NCTAA.
Ah, man. Yeah.
Like
A
I
lot
can
of a
look
lot of shit went down on Kick.
I can go back. Like, dude, that those were where like people went to war on Kick fighting people.
Honestly,
Connor
man.
and Zach, that was a funny one back in.
Oh shit, yeah. Hopefully both of them don't listen to this. Definitely don't. Um, Wait a
But
second. What is this?
what?
I'm looking up Kick right now in the App Store, and it's called Kick Live now.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Here, let me I'm downloading it. I'm gonna try to find my login. Uh Man, I don't know if you could see this, but it's Kick Live.
That's weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna log in and see. Um I'm not gonna. I will talk about it after the show. But there was somebody who I downloaded Kick like after like 3 years or so of not using it.
Mhm.
Um, just to just the same reason that you did, just to
Oh,
check what's going on.
yeah.
I remember the old days. And they had messaged me on there.
No way.
Yeah, I'll let you know who it was after the show.
Okay.
Yeah, you could probably guess. It's this person that messages us randomly every
I,
now and then.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So, man, yeah. I'll
You,
let you know. Maybe they message me again. But
you know what's
what an app.
You know what's wild about like Kick is just like the profile pictures sometimes that people had on there too. You knew that somebody was having a bad day if they put on that black screen for
Man,
fucking on
bro,
Kick.
yeah, I'm guilty, bro. I pour my heart and soul into Kick, man. Oh my God, I'm signing in. Holy shit.
No.
But yeah, like I'm guilty of it, growing up, growing pains, stuff like that. Um,
I'm
yeah.
swiping left on WhatsApp though. WhatsApp never got into it. I tried to
Yeah.
download it for like a group project because this was during COVID and like we had a guy from like Ireland who was a student. He had to go back to his country for it, so we had to do WhatsApp. I
Uh,
hated it. I like
really?
it's just a bad app.
But
Um,
like and like everything about it, like interface, I don't think I've ever actually gone on it.
It's not good.
It's just not good.
It's not good.
Man, I have to reset my password for Kick just to let our viewers know. So we'll check on it just for the nostalgia of it. Yeah, I'll swipe left, right on Kick, but I'll swipe left on WhatsApp.
No, easy swipe right on Kick for the memories.
Yeah,
You
for
could
sure.
because the fun thing too is you could join random Kick chats that were already like
Yes.
community. And, like I would do that, and I just remember I would get on PS4 with like Noel, Connor, Darren, like I think you sometimes, and
Yes.
like
Debauchery.
we would just be menaces. We would say the most random. We would start fights on Kick. It was
We
great.
would. We were like, oh my gosh. It's sending me a link to reset my password now. But yeah, we were degenerates. We were the kings of debauchery, the kings and queens.
Mm.
So it was a good time, but yeah, looking back, we were so immature. But me especially. I'm not gonna say anything about you, but
Oh no,
yeah,
I
I
was
was
terrible.
definitely immature on. You what'd you say?
Oh no, I was terrible.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the things that we could say, what we did on Kick. Whoo!
If the FBI found our Kick chats, we'd be arrested
We would be doing this podcast together in a prison cell.
in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah, and it can only be 10-minute episodes because we only have 10 minutes of activity time during the day, internet time. So, man, that was this was a good episode.
What
We
was?
last behind the scenes of this show, we did not prepare at all. When I say we, I mainly mean me because Grant prepared a list that he at least texted me right before we went on. And that's all we did. But guess what? We got like an hour of content out of it. And
And
it's
we
coming
hope
your way, huh?
and we hope that you hope you folks at home will love this because again, remember, you are the product of these social
You
media apps.
are the product. Grant, I want to do a little new segment
Oh,
at the end of this, really
yeah.
quick. I just want to like a final thoughts. What are your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Social media, there is a lot of fun to be had. It is something that is going to continue to play a big role in our lives in the future. But at the same time, there's going to be new social media apps that, we're just going to reject because it wasn't part of our time growing up. And yeah, fuck Be Real. I'm not doing it. You're not seeing me on Be Real in the next 12 years, folks. So hit
Okay,
me up on Snapchat.
so just a little teaser. Oh shit, I just oh sorry, I accidentally hit my laptop. But just like a little like so you have to be on the app at the same time as the other
I
person.
think so.
What?
That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna FaceTime somebody. I'm not.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
just tech call your mom. Like, yeah, don't tell her to download Be Real. Call your fucking mom.
Be an adult.
Yeah, seriously. Like, go outside. Actually, you know
touch
what? That's
go
huh?
touch some grass.
Honestly, man.
All
My
right.
God.
What are your final thoughts, Ian?
Uh, you summed it up really well. I agree with everything that you said, and fuck, Be Real.
Fuck Be
Like,
Real.
yeah, man. I really nothing else to say.
All right. Well, with
And
that, folks, we
yeah.
hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on Instagram and YouTube and Spotify and the good social media apps.
The good ones. And shout out to our sponsors. That school that Grant mentioned earlier, and Be Real.
Oh yeah.
All right. Have a
Right.
good one, guys.
Bye.